Hello. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Summer. Tapping in for a little ride along. I need to run to the store, so I forgot what pop on to say hey. And I had something I wanted to talk about. This might end up just being me pre-recording a video, so to speak, while being live, and then I'll drop it as a whole thing. Hey, Margaret, how are you doing, love? I am driving, you guys, so if you come in and I don't say bye. So that I know that you came by. I'm happy to hear that you are doing good in a world of chaos. There's so much going on in the world today. So many people going through so many different things. So to be able to say that you are doing good is amazing, 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 amazing. You should know that. Let me know if my audio is okay. I don't have my headphones on. Matter of fact, let me go get them. Let me go get my headphones. Hold on, y'all. Hey, Stephiana. Oh, wait, let me put on my hater blockers because it's sunny outside. And hold on, lady, why you make such a wide turn? Where you was going? Hey, Thelma, how you doing, love? As long as we got a chance to wake up. Say that again. Say that again. As long as we got the chance to wake up. Yes. I hear that ping. Did I get that ping? I didn't get the ping. Let me see. My Bluetooth on. It say I'm connected. You want to be switching to YouTube? I don't know if I might be switching to just YouTube. I might. I'm not sure. Yeah, I might be. I might be. If you guys are tuning in from Facebook, come on over to YouTube. And please make sure, nope, I'm not even going to announce it. I'm just going to let it grow. I'm going to let it grow. Hey, Devon Boo, how you doing, love? I want to talk about something. I want to ask you guys, how are you showing up for yourself? Are you showing up for yourself? And if you are, how are you showing up for yourself? Thank you for dropping the link for me, love. I appreciate you. Are you showing up for yourself? Are you showing up for yourself? Are you showing up for yourself? And if you are, how are you showing up for yourself? That's what I want to talk to y'all about on this beautiful Saturday. It is sunny, 70 something degrees. And yeah, let me go ahead and get this up off. Let me see. I don't know what's up with my camera. Can y'all see me? My camera is what's up with it? What's up with my camera? Hold on, let me see. Hold on, y'all. Y'all like my hater blockers? Hey Thelma, how you doing, love? You said you are Devon. Devon, were you saying you are showing up for yourself? Is that what you were saying? So I've been doing a little bit more of self-reflecting and accountability for those who are following my journey. And I think this it kind of falls in line with everything I kind of been talking about lately. If you've been following my videos I've been dropping on my personal page, Summer Young, on Facebook. And I'm like, a lot of times we often want all these people to show up for us. We want all these people to show up for us. We want our family to show up for us, whether it be our parents, if we want our children to show up for us, or our children want us to show up for them. I'm sorry, we expect our children to show up a certain way. We expect our friends to show up a certain way. We definitely be expecting our spouses to show up a certain way. We be having all these expectations from people to show up in these particular ways. And I got to thinking, like, reflecting on myself, and I'm asking myself, like, how have I been showing up for myself? Am I showing up for myself? And when I say that, I'm like, have you set goals? Is there things that you want to accomplish yourself? and you haven't done that yet, either because you keep starting it and then stopping it and restarting it and stopping it and coming up with excuses, and you wanting to get things done. Maybe you want quality time, but you're not even pouring quality time into yourself. Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to lose weight, but you haven't held yourself accountable when it comes to that. Maybe you want to start up a business and you haven't held yourself accountable when it comes to that. And you don't have no real reason. No real reason. It's not no legit reason like why you haven't. You just haven't because you chose not to. And while you yourself have chose not to show up for yourself in these particular places or things in your life that you are claiming you want to accomplish, you turn right around and complain to other people about how they're not showing up for you in the places that you want them to show up for when you ain't even showing up. So I'm like, how we got all these expectations for all these other people when we ourselves are not even applying it to ourselves first? Thank you, Steph. I appreciate you. Yes, please hit the thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up. Self-reflection is good. I've been doing a lot of that too. Yes, Divine. Like, I've been on this little journey. I think I'm going into my third week. Yes, Monday will be my third week. It started off as like, little backstory. It started off as me saying I want to get back on my weight loss tip. And then from that, it was, I want to just do better for me overall. I want to get back to doing the things that I know work for me. And like me, I'm like, I have all these expectations from certain people in my life. And I'm like, I'm not even showing up. I haven't been showing up for myself in the way that I should. And there's no reason that I have not, except for like, I'm just not doing what I need to do. There's no excuses. There's no reason not to. Oh, I can't today. Oh, all these excuses. Oh, those chips looked good. Oh, I just had to have that sandwich. Oh, well, I didn't get out the bed and do what I needed to do today because I just was tired. You're not the first person to be tired. You're not going to be the last. You know how many people push through being tired? You can choose to do something different. You just choose to do the latter. And it just made me think about all the things that I need to work on when it comes to myself. And then when I thought of those things, I'm just like, how do I be getting on everybody else about what I expect from them and how I want them to show up for me, and being mad and disgruntled about somebody else not showing up for me when I'm not showing up for myself? And I feel like I'm at a place right now where I feel like I need to be showing up for myself first. I need to be consistent in the things that I want for me first. I need to be consistent in those things first, before I'm trying to hold other people accountable. And a lot of times, the way you carry yourself and how you pour into yourself and the expectations you set for yourself, when you start meeting those goals and you start respecting your own boundaries and things like that, a lot of stuff that we complain about, a lot of stuff that is not going our way, a lot of stuff that is just not what we want it to be, will start to fall in line. It will start to fall in line, because I definitely think that is true. The more I think about it, that like, people treat you the way that you allow them to treat you. So it'd be kind of like you screaming one thing, but you showing another. Go. Goodness gracious, you screaming one thing, but you showing another. Like, um, you have to organize your own life and put your life into perspective. Whatever those things in your life might be that you want to accomplish, like, you have to set the tone first before you expect the other people to set the tone. It's like you trying to force people to show up in places for you, like, that you haven't. Like, you got to do the footwork first. You have to do the footwork first. You have to do these things first. Um, before you should be expecting it from other people. And a lot of times, when you think about this, you might think about a relationship, because a lot of us, especially women, like, we be hard on our spouses. Especially, I'm gonna say especially because I'm heterosexual, so when I think of relationships, I think of man and woman. And I think women hold men to like we just expect certain things. We want them to do certain things. And a lot of times we're not even meeting our own expectations. And I'm just in the place where I'm like, I'm setting goals. It's things that I want to accomplish, so I'm focusing on that. If you want to feel loved, you want to feel cared for, you want to feel uplifted, I feel like you should be finding things to make yourself feel that way on your own first. Because I feel like, um your, I don't want to say aura or being, I'm trying to figure out like the right terminology. I feel like that will kind of like pour into other places. People will kind of feel and see it They will see it in your actions. They will see it in the way your skin is glowing. They will see it in the way you are starting, the way you're carrying yourself. They'll see it in a way how like, oh, she's not playing no games. She really serious about like wanting this, that, and the third, because she's showing up for herself first. So, the audacity of me not to show up. And it ain't gonna be so much for real as the person not showing up. You're no longer going to allow people to come to you in a manner that you have set up, like beneath the bar that you have set for yourself. And this kind of tie into, I feel like, self-esteem and all that stuff. Like, once you set a bar for yourself and you start meeting that bar, you're gonna be like, ain't no way you finna show up and give me less than what I'm giving myself. If you can't even come and bring me, you can't even meet me where I'm at, then what are we really doing? You're going to stop accepting certain things. You're going to stop making excuses for certain things. You're going to stop, you're just going to stop allowing it, because you're going to feel like, if I could show up and do these things for myself, then what I need to be upset or deal with you not, why do I need to deal with or be okay with you being incapable or unwilling? Because a lot of times it's not even being incapable, it's being unwilling to give me the things that I feel like I need, that I'm deserving of. And I could wholeheartedly say that I'm deserving of these things because I'm already providing it for myself. I'm already providing for myself. So, and I feel like a lot of times we be wanting stuff and we be feeling like we deserving of certain things when we haven't showed up for ourselves in that capacity. And it made me think about, because I couldn't stand this man. I forget his name. He passed away. Condolences to his family. Kevin Samuels, how he used to be getting on women. Now, I didn't agree with a lot of stuff that he said, but getting out of my feelings and thinking about some of the stuff he said, like, why are you deserving? Why do you deserve this and why do you deserve that? When you haven't set yourself up, in these positions already on your own. So why do you think that this person has to come in and bring you these things? Why do you have these expectations from these individuals when you're not even there yet? So I definitely feel like you need to be there. It's okay with somebody wanting to come in and elevate you, and bring you up. And that could be in many things. It does not just have to be in finances. It could be emotionally, it could be religiously, spiritually, but that's only on the surface, because regardless of what somebody pour into you, you have to be doing the work on the inside in order for it to mean anything, in order for it to stick, in order for it to stay. So that's why it's important for you to do the work yourself, because if you do the work yourself and you bring you there, nobody else can take that away from you. You already done the work. And if a certain thing comes into your life, and then all of a sudden it's going, because nothing is forever, nothing is guaranteed, you know what I'm saying? If that thing that came into your life that made you feel good all of a sudden was not there, you won't have to be down long. You won't have to feel lost for an extended period of time, because you already know your own self-worth. You already know what you're capable of. You've already did the work to bring you where you want to be. It's just a matter of maintaining that now. People coming in should be an addition. Like, it should be an addition. It shouldn't be your foundation. And a lot of times we make like people, places, and things that foundation, and when they don't work out, we crumbling and we falling apart. So my question is, how are you showing up for you? Because you got to advocate for yourself. Oh, Mel, you a new member. Thank you for being a member of the channel, baby. Let me see. You see me with the shades? Y'all know where I got these shades from? Five Below. It wasn't the fact of letting anyone stand in my way or stop me. The biggest problem was me being in my period. Divine. A lot of times that's what it is. Point blank, period. Not a lot of times, all the time. Because even if it is someone physically in your way, you allowing them to be in your way. Nobody can't just be in your way. You are choosing to allow them to be in your way. And a lot of times, removing yourself from that situation or changing that situation, it might not be as easy as the next, but it's always a way. It might come with a little bit more fight than the next. You know what I'm saying? But it's always a way. So even when you feel like somebody else is in your way, they preventing you, you're allowing them to prevent you. It's always an exception to that rule. So I don't want nobody to get in their feelings and be like, oh, what about this and what about that? It's always an exception to the rule, but that's an exception. Most times, I'm going to say almost 100% of the time, the biggest problem be you. You allowing these things to get in your way. You putting these things in your space. You allowing these people, places, or things to be a hurdle for you, because 9 times out of 10 you chose to let those people in your personal space, and now you're scared to let those things go. You're scared to make those decisions that might put you in a position where you may lose that thing. You might lose that person, that thing, or that place. Hey Chrissy, how you doing? I don't know if you missed it, but this title was called "How Are You Showing Up for Yourself?" So if you would like to enjoy the dialogue, you are more than welcome to stay. But if that's not what you want to talk about, you're going to have to go somewhere else, my love. You have to go somewhere else, my love. So, like, hold yourself accountable. I feel like at the end of the day, it all goes back to being self-accountable. All goes back to reflecting, self-reflection, and just getting out of your own way, and letting those feelings go of you wanting to make excuses about why you can't, and this, that, and the third. Stop all that, because the problem is you, and you got to start showing up for you. Stop looking for excuses or reasons not to show up for you. Just do it. That's all you got to do, is just do it. Like, that's all you have to do, is just do it. Because you be like, oh, I can't today. Why not? Why can't you show up for you today? Why can't you show up for you today? I'm asking legit question. When people be like, oh, this, why can't you still continue to pursue, push forward? Why? What's keeping you from continuing to go forward? What's preventing you? I ain't talking about John Jacob or Junior. I'm not talking about Mary, Keisha, or Alicia. I'm not talking about your children. You get out your own way. Get out your own way. Get out your feelings and get to it. Get out your feelings and get to it. You tired. Being tired don't mean you can't. Being tired don't mean that you can't. You just choosing not to because you're tired. You're allowing you being tired to be the excuse. You allowing you feeling entitled to other people showing up for you in places and I'm not being available or not being willing. You allowing that to be your excuse for why you're not showing up for yourself. But if you're not showing up for yourself, why do you expect all these other people to show up for you? If you're not showing up for yourself, why do you expect all these other people to show up for you? Come on. Never build a home in others or you will end up homeless. Biggest lesson I've learned in 2024. If you enter the home I've built, you will be an added extension, not the main entrance. Right. If you come into my life, they should be additions, extensions. So when those people go, exit left, or they don't work out for whatever reason, when they go, your foundation does not crumble. It is not saying like you won't have emotions and go through things, but your whole world don't have to crumble because your foundation is there. You might have to remember that you got the footing and that you good, because especially women, like sometimes if we love a thing and it go away, woo, it be feeling like the end of the world. But once you remember, oh, my foundations was good, I was straight before this addition came in, that extra part that came in is gone, but I still got this whole foundation that I prepared for myself. I'm good. Take the steps, take the time to go through whatever you're going through, whatever you want to feel, and keep it pushing. Things change. We change jobs, we lose jobs, we start businesses, they fail, they start. And I be like, I'm trying to look at things as like, don't look at stuff not working out the way you want to, or something failing. Like a lot of times we make that word failure real heavy. We failed at something. No, you went through something that didn't work out. It was a learning lesson. Take the learning lessons, take the bricks that you gathered from that, the good parts, and go to rebuild, and pay attention to the mistakes that you made, because normally when something doesn't work out, something happened along the way. You made some type of mistake, some type of wrong move, and learn from those things and continue to push to the next thing. Back to the drawing board. You ain't failed. That didn't work out. What's next? That didn't work out. What's next? A lot of times we get caught up on what didn't happen. That was me. Oh, baby, something don't work out, I be feeling like it's the end of the world. My whole situation, I end up in a slump. No. Okay, it didn't happen. It didn't work out. What's next? How do we move forward? What can we do to continue to progress? Because tomorrow is not guaranteed. And once time is gone, Once time is gone, it's gone. You don't get it back. Time continues to move no matter what is going on in your life. No matter what is going on in your life, time continues to move. And if you get stuck in that rut, if you get stuck in that place of misery, pouting, feeling sorry, feeling down for yourself, you can't get those 5, 10, 15 years that I'm past. I keep on saying to myself, I can't believe I'm about to be 40 years old. Where did the time go? And I was getting in this place like it's so many things I feel like I could have accomplished in this time. I've been on this earth for 40 years, and I have the capability and the ability. Sometimes I didn't have all the tools, but I could have did the work to get the tools. Like just because you don't have the tools, don't mean you can't go acquire the tools. I'm a huge procrastinator. I've been a procrastinator all my life, and so I'm like procrastination is can be a huge downfall. And I just think about sometimes like I was thinking about sometimes like how much all the time has passed. But don't get caught in those thoughts either because those are just a big distraction. Because now more time is passing you by. So make the most of your time. Get the most out of your time. Don't waste time. And show up for yourself in whatever capacity it is you need to show up for. Stop waiting for people to show up for you when you ain't showing up for yourself. Is my message for the day for myself. Like that was my message to myself first. I was thinking about this yesterday and I'm just like, dang. I be having all these expectations from people. Ooh, especially my husband, baby. And a lot of times we be wanting people to show up for us in a way. And because they not showing up for us, right? They not showing up for us in a way that we want them to show up. Like it ain't the picture we painted in our head of what showing up look like. That don't mean that they not showing up. They don't mean they not showing up. They just showing up in their way. And sometimes those things don't um look how you want them to look. But having conversations and getting understandings where another understanding of where another person is coming from and what they're doing sometimes will clear some stuff up for you. So you might be wrong about some things, and then you have a conversation of compromise. Because one thing that I'm learning, and is not contradiction, is right. People gotta love you. People should love you and show up for you in a way that you need, not that they want to. That's important for you to feel like you're getting your needs fulfilled. But we also can't expect people to do things that they are incapable of, or either really incapable of. And a lot of times if they are incapable, it's simply because they don't know how. So you have to be willing to show people how to show up in that way that you need. So sometimes having a conversation, and especially for us women, we just be expecting people to know stuff. We just want you to know stuff and do stuff. No, you gotta be able to communicate the things that you need and show people how to show up in a way that you need them to show up, and be serious about it. And stop getting mad when you allow people to not do those things and you welcome it, but now you mad because you welcomed it for 10 years, but in the back of your head that's not what you want, but you ain't speak up. You didn't do nothing to change that. My mind going 1,000 miles a minute when I start talking because I'm in my own head, like in my own soul. I hope that some of the stuff I'm saying is making sense, because I be just like, it be like little light bulbs going off in my head about myself. Like, girl, who you talking to, yourself? Are you talking to yourself because you need to be? Because remember you did da 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 da, or you was da 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 da. So if this was you saying now, how you gonna correct that? How you gonna do better in that? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna show up for yourself in that capacity, baby? When I tell you I am enjoying this little journey I'm going on for myself, I am enjoying it. Not only am I feeling better on the inside, I'm getting more sleep at night. My skin looks better. I'm drinking more water. My weight on the scale is going down. I even feel like the affection in my household is different, feels different. The atmosphere feels different, because it's not just like I'm working on one thing. I'm working on myself like overall. And with me working on myself overall, it like is pouring out into other areas in my life. And it's only been a very short time. So I can't imagine where I'm going to be 6 months from now. But I try not to think too far ahead, because sometimes thinking too far ahead, looking too far out into the future, not saying you need to be closed minded, but putting too much on your plate at one time becomes so much of a distraction or causes you anxiety, and things like that. You end up going back into your shell. So one step at a time, one day at a time. I work on one day at a time. But my understanding is that with me taking these steps in and working on myself and just looking at the day in front of me and planning for tomorrow, that my tomorrow will one day turn into a year from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now. And I look forward to the place that I will be in with the work that I'm doing today. With the work that I'm doing, I'm getting excited on it. It's trying to make me a little bit emotional. Girl, yes, that was me. I was always too busy looking at others. And yeah, stop looking at others. Stop looking at other people. Stop comparing yourself to what other people got going on. Stop doing it. You are not them and they are not you. And the work that they put in to get where they at, you have not probably done that work. So stop putting too much weight on yourself because you see a person who you might feel like, dang, they doing all that and I'm only doing this. It don't matter what they doing. They probably did the work to get there. You need to do the work to get to where you want to be. Where they are is probably not even where you're striving to be. Strive for where you want to be. Stop worried about what everybody else got going on. Be grateful for the things that you have. And if you're not content with where you are, do something to change it. Do something to change it, man. You can do something. It's always a way. It's always a solution. It's just a matter of whether you want to do it. Oh, I need a job, but I can't because this, that, and the third. I can't go out the house. I need to be home. Get a work from home job. Get a work from home job. You know how many people hiring jobs at in the day? Oh, it's so hard for me to work during the day because I have small kids. Get your kids on the schedule and work at night. They got at-home jobs overnight. Go download one of these. You know how many apps are out here on the internet that actually pay out and you can do on your own time? I can't do working, something that's scheduled is so hard for me. Well, go do something that's not scheduled. Go do something that you schedule your own time. If you on social media, if you look at your phone, a lot of our phones will tell us how long we've been on the internet. If you on the internet for hours on hours on hours on hours on hours on hours a day, and you not doing nothing but getting other people paid, you could be taking that time that you wasting on the internet to get yourself paid. You got kids and you can't work outside your home, start a daycare, do babysitting. I don't know. It's always something. It's just your willingness. And a lot of times we set these boundaries or we put these hurdles in front of us because we don't want to do a thing. Well, sometimes you got to do the things you don't want to do when you have all these things you have all these issues that's preventing you from doing what normal people, what society would deem as normal. You're going to have to get out your own way and do some of the things you don't want to do, because if you want to get it, you're going to get it. If you want to get it, you're going to get it. Get out your way. Stop saying what you don't want to do and do it. If this is an opportunity for you to make the money and it's not going to put you in harm's way and it's going to give you the things that you need to go do that thing. Whether it is financially, whether it is spiritually, whether it is physically. Oh, I want to go to the gym. Oh, I can't go to the gym. These kids. You know how many workouts you could do at home? It's an excuse. You have to see it for what it is. You making excuses and putting hurdles in your own way because you absolutely can do it. Stop. Take out Take out certain words from your vocabulary. Words are powerful. You know that little saying they used to be like, sticks and stones might break my bones, but words will never hurt you. Yes, they will. Words are important. Words are important, man. And the words that you speak to yourself and your thoughts, the brain is like one of the biggest tools. Your thought process, the things you allow to go through your brain, through your head, circulate, sets the tone for like your success. I believe that. I firmly believe that. For me, I'm going to start my day off with God because I think it's super important. I think it's super important to start your day off with God. It's important to set your foundation strong. And I don't think it get no stronger than that. And pour some positive words into your dome. Take out the words I can't. I'm going to see. I'm going to try. Maybe. I don't know. No. I can, I will, I'm doing. Let's get it. Let's go. We going. Like, change your mindset. Change the outcome of almost everything. Like, seriously, like, changing your mindset. I'm telling you, man. Even the things that you've been through, I'm starting to look at my life as a chapter book of my life. To the next chapter is new beginnings, to new period, Jacqueline. We got a lot of chapters in our life. We're going to go through a lot of different things, a lot of different phases, a lot of different seasons. And you have to be okay with moving from one chapter to the next, one season to the next, one volume to the next. You have to be able to move and get along with the times. Like, you got to be able to go. Like, you can't stay complacent in things that happen to us. Not saying that you're not entitled to feel and go through things. Like, if something happened to you, feel that, go through that. But don't let yourself wake up and 20 years pass. You can't get that 20 years back. You can't get it back. So definitely take the time you need, do the work that you need, but remember to keep going. Remember to get up and go. Remember to show up for you. Hold yourself accountable, you guys. Reflect every day. Take a minute and just reflect, and try to change your thinking. Stop thinking about what other people could do for you and think about what you could do for you. What can you do to change your situation? What can you do to make yourself feel better? What can you do to make the situation better? How can you contribute to the situation that you want changed? Focus more on you. Focus more on you than focusing on everything else and everybody else outside of you. Because when you start focusing on you, oh, it's gonna be real uncomfortable, because you're gonna have to be honest with yourself and realize, damn. A lot of us are gonna be like, damn, the audacity of me, because that was me. That was me the other day. That was me the other day. You don't have to act that way. It's a choice. You are in control of you. So start controlling what you could do for you. Start controlling the fact that you could show up for you. Start controlling the fact that you could pour into you. And just do it. Just do it, y'all. And it feel good when you do it. It feel good when you start showing up for you. And these glasses is agitating me because I ain't accustomed to them. Glasses be cute. My little $5 glasses is cute. But that's my message. I hope that it was understood and received well. And I hope that these words do something for somebody somewhere. I mean, because even if they don't do nothing for nobody, they definitely doing something for me. Get out and get you some vitamin D. If it's nice today, we're not gonna get too many of these nice days. We finna go into winter. Sunlight makes you feel good. The vitamin D and sun rays, it brings up your what's the word I'm looking for? It's a simple word. It brings up your it make you feel good. It make you feel good. Vitamin D make you feel good. So get out, get some sunlight, get some fresh air, get some moving, get some motivation, get some inspiration, and do what you need to do for you. Okay? And once you start doing what you need to do for you, other people gonna start showing up in ways that they supposed to, because you're gonna hold them to a certain standard. You're gonna stop letting people just do any old thing and show up any old kind of way. For you. You're gonna start holding yourself to a certain standard. And you gonna build yourself up in a way that you want to stop allowing. So you might lose some people. But look at it like this. If when you start building on yourself and you get to a certain place where you loving you, and those people don't want to conform, they don't want to meet you where you at, and they decide to walk out your life, then they was never meant to be there. They was no good for you anyway. They wasn't there for you, they was there for themselves. They was there for a purpose that served themselves. And so you might have loved that person, but they don't mean that they loved you. You might have cared about that person, but that don't mean that they genuinely cared about you. And you have to be okay with that, because guess what? You can't change that. You can't change the way somebody really viewed you. You can only focus on you. Learning lesson, move forward, and then try to, learn for those things and identify that in the future. Be careful with the people you allow in your life. Pay attention to how they're moving around you, because it's serious. And it's okay to lose people. It's so hard. Sometimes we love these people, places, and things so much we don't want to let them go. And we end up allowing people to stay in our lives that should have been gone a long, 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 long time ago, because we loved them. Whole time they was never good for us. They was never good for us. And we should have let them go decades ago. They done took years of our lives. They didn't take it, you took it, because you allowed them to stay there knowing that they should have been going. And not just people, even things. That job that's stressing you out and you scared to switch because you're comfortable there. Woo, child. And I know that could be hard, especially when we moms and we got kids. We got to put food in their mouth and keep the roof over their head and pay them bills. Those things are very hard, and I can understand it. Trust me, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. It's like when I had been working. And I remember I had decided, I had my daughter. I didn't want to leave her home. I didn't want her in daycare. And I'm like, I was baking. And I'm like, am I going to take this chance and see where these cakes take me? Is it going to pay my bills? Am I going to take the risk and not clock it in on nobody else's clock? And I was like, F it, I'm going to just do it. And I got up, I did the work, I made the money I needed to keep the roof over our head, pay our bills, and some extras. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't take the chance, and not just take the chance, but do the work, you never gonna know if it's gonna work out for you. So just do it. Start showing up for yourself in the places that you want to see change in your life, and just see how different things start to look. See how much lighter you start to feel, man. It ain't always gonna be easy. And they say most things that's worth it does not come easy. It's work. And we be wanting those microwave situations. We want easy, quick, fast. No, sometimes it takes some work and it's going to take some time. And you got to be willing to put it in. That's all. Woo. But anyway, I enjoyed this conversation with y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and get on because now I'm sitting in the parking lot. I need to go get my stuff because I plan on making that viral lasagna soup, but I'm gonna do it a low carb, low sugar recipe because that's the journey I'm on. So, and I'm probably gonna make a video for that. So y'all look out for that. And I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I love y'all. Talk to y'all later. If nobody else ain't told y'all today, understand that you are worth it. And tell yourself that. Say, I am worth it. Cause you are. And you beautiful. You don't need nobody else to tell you that. You are worth it. You can do it. And you beautiful, girl. Love you. Bye.